In the heart of the vast African wilderness, where the sun blazes fiercely by day and the shadows grow menacing by night, lived a young girl named Amara. At just 12 years old, she was small, but mighty, her will to survive stronger than the predators that prowled the jungle. Amara's story began on a bright morning. She woke up to find her parents gone, their makeshift camp abandoned. The remains of a smoldering fire crackled softly, but there were no signs of struggle, only an eerie stillness. Panic bubbled within her, but she pushed it aside. Her parents had taught her the ways of the wild. They would never leave her intentionally. Something was wrong. For the first few days, Amara stayed near the camp, hoping her parents would return. She scavenged for food, using skills her father had taught her. When days turned into a week, reality struck hard. If she was to survive, she had to venture out and seek answers. Amara's journey began at dawn. With a small satchel of dried fruit and a handmade knife her mother had given her, she set off into the unknown. The jungle was alive with sound, the chatter of monkeys, the distant roar of lions, the rustle of leaves as unseen creatures moved about. Despite her fear, Amara's determination burned brighter than ever. Her first challenge came in the form of hunger. The dried fruit quickly ran out, and Amara had to rely on her knowledge of edible plants. She foraged berries and roots, remembering her mother's lessons about which were safe to eat. One evening, she even managed to catch a fish with a sharpened stick, a feat that filled her with pride. But the jungle was not just a place of beauty and sustenance, it was a realm of danger. One night, as she rested beneath a towering baobab tree, she was startled awake by the growl of a leopard. The sleek predator's golden eyes glinted in the moonlight as it stalked closer. Amara's heart pounded, but she remembered her father's advice: never run. Standing her ground, she raised her arms to appear larger and shouted with all her might. The leopard hesitated, then slinked away into the shadows. Amara collapsed in relief, tears streaming down her face. As days turned into weeks, Amara's resilience grew. She fashioned a crude shelter from branches and leaves, learned to navigate by the stars, and even befriended a curious vervet monkey she named Zuri. The little creature often followed her, providing companionship in her loneliness. One day, while exploring a riverbank, Amara stumbled upon a strange symbol carved into a tree. It was a spiral, something her mother had once shown her in an old journal. Her heart raced as she remembered her mother's words. This symbol marks the way to hidden truths. Could it be a clue? Following the markings, Amara discovered a series of caves hidden behind a waterfall. Inside, she found remnants of human habitation, old tools, faded drawings on the walls, and a map etched into the rock. The map depicted the jungle and marked a location with the same spiral symbol. Amara felt a spark of hope. Perhaps this was where her parents had gone. The journey to the marked location was treacherous. The terrain grew rugged, and the jungle seemed almost alive, throwing obstacle after obstacle in her path. There were torrential rains that turned the ground to mud, swarms of biting insects, and once, a close encounter with a crocodile while crossing a river. But Amara pressed on, driven by the thought of her parents. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, she reached the place marked on the map. It was a clearing surrounded by ancient trees, their roots twisting like gnarled fingers. In the center stood a small hut made of woven branches and thatch. Smoke curled from a chimney, and the scent of cooking food filled the air. Amara approached cautiously. Pushing open the door, she froze. Inside were her parents, alive but weary-looking. Tears filled their eyes as they saw her. They embraced her tightly, their voices trembling with emotion. Amara's relief was overwhelming, but questions burned within her. Her parents explained that they had been forced to leave the camp when a group of poachers discovered their location. They had hoped to lead the danger away from Amara, planning to return for her once it was safe. But the poachers had destroyed their supplies and hunted them relentlessly. They had found refuge here, at this hidden sanctuary, a place known only to a few. Reunited at last, the family faced a new challenge: survival together. They shared their knowledge, worked as a team, and began to rebuild their lives in the wilderness. Amara's journey had not only brought her back to her parents, but had also transformed her. She was no longer just a child, but a survivor, a warrior of the wild. As the days turned into months, the jungle became their home, not a place of fear, but of resilience and hope. Amara often thought about her journey and the strength it had awakened within her. She knew that no matter what challenges lay ahead, she was ready to face them, a testament to the indomitable human spirit. The African jungle is a realm shrouded in mystery, where every shadow whispers secrets, and every sound carries a story from an ancient world. Beneath the dense canopy, where sunlight barely filters through, lies a hidden world shaped by spirits, symbols, and guardians who protect its sacred truths. This is the story of Kofi, a young boy whose life was forever changed by the mystical legends of the jungle. Kofi had always been drawn to the jungle, its towering trees and endless expanse filling him with awe. His village bordered the jungle, and the elders often spoke of its dangers and wonders. They told tales of spirits who roamed the shadows, symbols etched into the bark of ancient trees, and guardians who watched over the sacred lands. For Kofi, these stories were more than folklore. They were a call to adventure. One fateful morning, Kofi awoke to find a strange marking on the edge of the jungle. It was a spiral, similar to the one his grandfather had shown him in an old leather-bound book. The book, passed down through generations, was filled with stories of the jungle's hidden world. His grandfather's words echoed in his mind. The spiral is a symbol of the spirit's path. Follow it, and you may uncover truths that few have seen. Curiosity burned within him. Despite his mother's warnings to stay away, Kofi decided to venture into the jungle. With a small satchel of supplies and his grandfather's book tucked under his arm, he stepped beyond the familiar into the unknown. The jungle greeted him with a cacophony of sounds, the chatter of monkeys, the hum of insects, and the distant call of exotic birds. The air was thick with the scent of damp earth and blooming flowers. As he walked deeper, the spiral markings reappeared, guiding his path. They were carved into tree trunks, etched into rocks, and even formed by the patterns of vines. After hours of walking, Kofi came upon a clearing unlike any he had ever seen. In its center stood an enormous tree, its trunk wide enough to house a small hut. The spiral symbol was carved deeply into its bark, and glowing blue flowers adorned its branches. As Kofi approached, he felt a strange energy, as if the tree were alive and aware of his presence. Suddenly, a soft voice broke the silence. "Who dares to tread upon sacred ground?" Kofi spun around to see an old woman emerging from the shadows. Her hair was a wild tangle of gray and her eyes glowed like embers. She leaned on a staff adorned with feathers and beads. I am Kofi," he stammered. "I followed the spirals." The woman studied him for a long moment before nodding. "You are brave to follow the signs. Few dare to step into this world. I am Nana Ya, keeper of the jungle's ancient secrets." Nana Ya led Kofi to the base of the great tree and began to share its story. This tree is the heart of the jungle, a bridge between the mortal world and the realm of spirits. The spirals you followed are paths left by the ancestors, guiding those who seek truth. Kofi listened, mesmerized, as Nana Ya revealed the jungle's hidden world. She spoke of spirits who protected the land, ensuring balance and harmony. Some spirits were benevolent, offering guidance and protection, while others were vengeful, punishing those who sought to exploit the jungle's resources. Long ago, Nana Ya continued, a group of warriors attempted to cut down this tree, seeking the power it holds. The spirits unleashed their wrath, and the warriors were never seen again. Since then, the jungle has been guarded by the Anansi, spider-like creatures who weave webs of protection around the sacred sites. As if on cue, a massive spider descended from the tree's branches, its body shimmering with iridescent hues. Though Kofi's instincts screamed to run, he stood his ground, trusting Nana Ya's presence. "Fear not," she said. "The Anansi recognize those who come with pure intentions." The spider seemed to study Kofi before retreating into the shadows. Nana Ya smiled. "You have been deemed worthy. The spirits have chosen you for a purpose." Kofi's mind swirled with questions, but before he could speak, Nana Ya handed him a small, intricately carved stone. The spiral symbol was etched into its surface, glowing faintly. "This is the stone of truth," she explained. "It will guide you to the next part of your journey." The stone pulsed in Kofi's hand, and he felt a pull, as if it were leading him somewhere. Nana Ya bid him farewell, her final words echoing in his ears. "Trust the spirits, and they will show you the way." Guided by the stone, Kofi ventured deeper into the jungle. The terrain grew more challenging, with dense undergrowth and treacherous cliffs. The stone's glow grew brighter as he neared a massive waterfall. Behind the cascading water, he discovered a hidden cave adorned with ancient carvings and glowing crystals. This staff is a symbol of unity, Ebo explained. With it, you can summon the spirits and call upon their aid. But be warned, its power must only be used for the greater good. Kofi accepted the staff, feeling its energy course through him. With Ebo by his side, he returned to the great tree, where Nana Ya awaited him. Together, they devised a plan to protect the jungle from those who sought to harm it. Word of Kofi's journey spread throughout his village. Many were skeptical, but others joined him, inspired by his bravery. Under Kofi's leadership, the villagers worked alongside the spirits to safeguard the jungle's sacred sites. They planted trees, cleansed polluted rivers, and spread the teachings of balance and harmony. Over time, the jungle began to thrive once more. The spirit's presence grew stronger, and the spiral symbols became a sign of hope and unity. Kofi, once a curious boy, had become a bridge between two worlds, a protector of the jungle's ancient secrets. Years later, as Kofi stood beneath the great tree, he felt a sense of peace. The jungle's hidden world was no longer a mystery, but a part of him. The spirals that had guided him were a reminder of the journey he had taken and the destiny he had embraced. And as the sun set over the horizon, casting golden light over the jungle, Kofi knew that the spirits would continue to watch over the land, ensuring its legacy endured for generations to come. Amara, the young girl abandoned in the heart of the African wilderness, is not just a tale of survival, but a profound exploration of family bonds, courage, and humanity's deep connection with nature. Her journey through the jungle serves as a powerful reminder of the resilience of the human spirit and the lessons we can draw from our relationships and the natural world around us. Amara's story begins with the sudden absence of her parents, a harrowing experience that forces her to confront the reality of solitude and survival. Yet, even in her loneliness, her actions reflect the values instilled in her by her family. Her ability to forage, build shelter, and fend off predators is not just a testament to her bravery, but also a reflection of her parents' teachings. This underscores one of the central themes of the story, the lasting impact of familial love and guidance. The jungle, with all its dangers and mysteries, becomes a metaphor for life's challenges. It is unforgiving, yet nurturing, chaotic, yet harmonious. Amara's journey through this wilderness highlights the duality of nature. On one hand, it presents her with peril, the growl of a leopard, the swift current of a river, and the biting insects. On the other hand, it offers her sustenance and companionship, from the edible plants she identifies to the playful vervet monkey she befriends. This balance reflects the profound connection between humans and nature, a relationship built on respect and understanding. One of the most poignant moments in the story is Amara's encounter with the leopard. The tension of the moment, her quick thinking, and her ability to stand her ground capture the essence of courage. Courage, as demonstrated by Amara, is not the absence of fear but the will to face it. This lesson resonates universally. In life, we are often faced with our own leopards, situations that intimidate and challenge us. Amara's example teaches us to confront these challenges with determination and presence of mind. Another key lesson from Amara's story is the power of hope and perseverance. Despite the overwhelming odds, she never gives in to despair. Her discovery of the spiral symbol and her pursuit of the truth behind it symbolize the importance of having a purpose. This purpose fuels her journey and keeps her moving forward, even when the path is fraught with uncertainty. The spiral, an ancient symbol often associated with growth and transformation, mirrors Amara's own evolution throughout the story. She begins as a frightened child, but emerges as a confident survivor and protector. Family bonds form the emotional core of Amara's journey. Her love for her parents drives her to seek answers, and their eventual reunion is a moment of catharsis. The explanation her parents provide, that they had to leave to protect her, reveals the sacrifices parents often make for their children. This theme resonates deeply, reminding us of the unspoken ways in which our loved ones strive to safeguard us, even at great personal cost. Their reunion also highlights the idea of forgiveness and understanding. Despite the pain of abandonment, Amara chooses to embrace her parents, focusing on their love and the strength of their bond. The story also touches on the concept of interdependence. While Amara's journey is marked by individual bravery, her survival is not solely her own doing. The skills her parents taught her, the resources provided by the jungle, and the companionship of Zuri the monkey all contribute to her success. This interdependence extends to the relationship between humans and nature. The jungle's resources sustain Amara, but her respect for its laws ensures her survival. She does not take more than she needs, a practice rooted in the principles of balance and harmony. This serves as a broader lesson for humanity. Our survival is intricately linked to the health of the natural world. When we respect and care for our environment, it in turn provides for us. Amara's discovery of the caves and the spiral symbol adds a layer of mysticism to her journey. The spiral, a recurring motif in many cultures, often represents life's cyclical nature and the interconnectedness of all things. For Amara, it becomes a guide, leading her to answers and ultimately to her parents. The caves, with their ancient drawings and hidden map, symbolize the wisdom of those who came before her. This connection to the past underscores the importance of heritage and learning from history. It is a reminder that we are part of a larger narrative, one that includes not just our immediate family, but also the generations that preceded us. The lessons Amara learns in the jungle shape her into a protector of the natural world. Her experiences instill in her a sense of responsibility toward the environment. This transformation reflects a broader theme of stewardship. The jungle, once a place of fear, becomes her home, and she takes on the role of its guardian. This mirrors the role humanity must play in preserving the planet. Just as Amara learns to live in harmony with the jungle, we must learn to coexist with nature, valuing its resources without exploiting them. Amara's story is also a celebration of resilience. The challenges she faces, hunger, danger, and uncertainty, are formidable, yet she overcomes them with ingenuity and determination. This resilience is not just physical, but emotional and mental. Her ability to stay hopeful and resourceful in the face of adversity is a powerful reminder of the strength within all of us. It is a call to rise above our circumstances and find solutions, even when the odds seem insurmountable. The story's emotional resonance lies in its universality. While the setting is specific to the African wilderness, the themes of family, courage, and connection transcend cultural and geographical boundaries. Amara's journey mirrors the struggles and triumphs we all experience. Her love for her family, her determination to survive, and her respect for nature are qualities that inspire and uplift. In the end, Amara's transformation is complete. She is no longer the frightened child who woke up alone in the jungle. She is a symbol of hope, resilience, and the enduring power of family and nature. Her story reminds us that even in the darkest of times, we have the strength to persevere, the capacity to learn, and the ability to grow. It teaches us that courage is not just about facing danger, but also about embracing the unknown and finding light in the shadows. As we reflect on Amara's journey, we are reminded of the importance of cherishing our relationships, respecting the natural world, and nurturing the courage within us. Her story is a testament to the profound lessons that can be drawn from the intersection of humanity and nature, a timeless reminder of the bonds that connect us all. The story of Amara, the young girl abandoned in the heart of the African wilderness, is not just a tale of survival, but a profound exploration of family bonds, courage, and humanity's deep connection with nature. Her journey through the jungle serves as a powerful reminder of the resilience of the human spirit and the lessons we can draw from our relationships and the natural world around us. Amara's story begins with the sudden absence of her parents, a harrowing experience that forces her to confront the reality of solitude and survival. Yet, even in her loneliness, her actions reflect the values instilled in her by her family. Her ability to forage, build shelter, and fend off predators is not just a testament to her bravery, but also a reflection of her parents' teachings. This underscores one of the central themes of the story: the lasting impact of familial love and guidance. The jungle, with all its dangers and mysteries, becomes a metaphor for life's challenges. It is unforgiving yet nurturing, chaotic yet harmonious. Amara's journey through this wilderness highlights the duality of nature. On one hand, it presents her with peril: the growl of a leopard, the swift current of a river, and the biting insects. On the other hand, it offers her sustenance and companionship, from the edible plants she identifies to the playful vervet monkey she befriends. This balance reflects the profound connection between humans and nature, a relationship built on respect and understanding. Family bonds form the emotional core of Amara's journey. Her love for her parents drives her to seek answers, and their eventual reunion is a moment of catharsis. The explanation her parents provide, that they had to leave to protect her, reveals the sacrifices parents often make for their children. This theme resonates deeply, reminding us of the unspoken ways in which our loved ones strive to safeguard us, even at great personal cost. Their reunion also highlights the idea of forgiveness and understanding. Despite the pain of abandonment, Amara chooses to embrace her parents, focusing on their love and the strength of their bond. As we reflect on Amara's journey, we are reminded of the importance of cherishing our relationships, respecting the natural world, and nurturing the courage within us. Her story is a testament to the profound lessons that can be drawn from the intersection of humanity and nature, a timeless reminder of the bonds that connect us all.